So I've had this 270 freestanding now for a couple of months. I upgraded from their previous version, just the old King's one with the legs. Bit of a pain in the ass to, when you're doing day trips, pack up the legs every day. So freestanding was the way to go. Alright, so with the awning, it comes with a nice little goodie bag, which holds your tie down straps, which they recommend to use in high winds, which I did. No issues with those. And a bunch of these metal pegs. They're pretty solid. They are a little bit funky looking, but I haven't used them, haven't tried them. Obviously I was on a sand island, so I had some sand pegs, but yeah, they look alright. One thing I did do was change the brackets over. These are the brackets it comes with. They're pretty sturdy. The only issue I had is because I got the Rhino rack there, I could only put one bolt in it to secure it to the roof. So what I did, have a look here, I changed out the bracket and got these extra large Dashi ones. That way I can cover 2 rails. I've got 2 bolts in it. I could always put more in if I need it, but it seems to be holding pretty well. And the bolt holes line up for the awning, which is perfect. It does sit a little bit lower than it would if it was on this, but I prefer to have 2 bolts holding the bracket on the roof than just the one. So that's what I did. They were about 50 bucks, I think, from Tent World. It's pretty easy to set up. It takes 30 seconds, so here it is. It. It's pretty sturdy. It's blowing a bit now, and it holds up pretty well. Like if it gets too windy, you just get those straps out and peg it down, just hook onto these loops, and you just hold it down a little bit. But yeah. So I've just got this strap here that ties it on. I've got a loop there that I just hook it to. Puts it on. I already had the 4-bar light system, and I just chucked it on here. I just leave it in there now. It sits in there and folds up pretty nicely with it. It's a little bit messy. I'm probably just going to go with the strip light and just chuck it straight underneath this rail here. Put it out and just solder a few pieces together, make it a bit neater. The bag's probably not the greatest quality. There's already a couple of little nicks in it. On the top there, which probably lets a little bit of this water in when it rains, but you get what you pay for, right? So, but in terms of the actual awning itself, it's good. It sits well. I got a couple of walls to go with it, which are pretty good. They're a lot better than the old Velcro one. These are zips. They just zip on, and the walls are tapered and they zip together as well, so it gets you a fair bit of shade and blockage from the wind and elements. Had one on this back wall here, which is joins onto this first pole, which is probably the least structural pole, I'd say. It does pull it down a fair bit, so I just borrowed one of my nephew's extendable poles and just held it in there. So that might be something that you'd want to look at. Or you just loosen the strap, and I just had it sitting kind of on top of the roof rack there, so it didn't pull down on it too much. $3.99, that's a bargain. It was perfect over on Fraser. This was our only source of shade and protection from sun and wind. So I didn't take a gazebo. Normally I take a gazebo, but didn't really have the space, and did the job. It's nice and easy to pack up and put up. I've got the lights already in there. I don't have to worry about setting them up each time, and if I wanted a wall on, quickly just zip it on. So it's not a lot of mucking around trying to put it back up and hold the legs and worry about the bracket breaking. So some improvements, like I said, I did the brackets. That was my own sort of personal thing. I thought 2 bolts would be a lot better than just the one, and I think maybe just this back arm here probably needs 1 leg, just because it doesn't really have the same structural strength as what the rest of the bracket has. Like these first 3 are pretty good, but then you just got this last one, and when you've got the wall on this section here, it does pull it down. So which, simple. They're pretty cheap, those extendable legs, and chuck it underneath to hold it up, or make sure it's on your roof rack. But other than that, yeah, it's good. Happy. Bargain at $400. And it's just as easy to pack up, so here it is.